channel Ruchi's Teaching. This is Ruchi here. Today I will be discussing about the introduction of C language part 2. Like in last class we have discussed part 1 introduction, and today I will be discussing part 2, right? Okay. Now in part 2 I am going to explain about types of applications. Now, in last class I said C language is used for developing the applications. Why you need to learn C language? You have to learn C language to develop the applications, I said. Now, applications are of many types. In that, mainly applications are divided into two types. Those are, one is standalone and web. That means standalone applications and web applications. So by this word only you can understand that web application means it's concerned with the net, right? Now here first I'll try to explain standalone, right? In standalone, main standalone applications are those applications or those softwares or those programs which are to be installed definitely into the system. Without installation, that particular application will not run. So before, if you want to work on this application, that application should be compulsory installed. For example, what type of applications are there in standalone applications? Examples are browser, MS Office, and media player, right? Now, what is browser? I think you all know what is browser. Without browser, you cannot access the net. If there is browser, then only you can open the net, right? Now, in the same way, MS Office software is there. Can you learn MS Office software without installing into the computer? No. You cannot see the software itself in the computer. So, you have to install MS Office. So, this is one of the example for standalone applications. Next is media player. What is media player? Now, okay, regarding media player, what I want to explain is, in media player you can see the short films or movies and slideshows, presentations, or the PowerPoint presentation, all those things you can watch in the media player. So here what I said, standalone applications should be installed, then only those will work, these applications will work. Now coming to the web applications. Now what are web applications? Web applications are need not install, right? These are need not install, no need of installation. Why? For example, if I give the example, you will understand it properly. Okay, in web applications you have to install it. Installation not necessary. Why it is not necessary? Here without installation these will not work. Here without installation these applications will not work. Here in web applications no need of installation. For example, here Gmail, Facebook, right? So these are the two examples of web applications. How? Example, now if you take Gmail only, that Gmail, suppose if you want to see the information of your mail account, what you will do? Will you go and install something from the net into your computer? No need. No, you will not install anything. So you will directly open the web application or net. Then you will directly log in into the Gmail. Log in into the Gmail, and then you will open your account and you will see the information, and again you will close it off and you will come out of that particular Gmail application. So web application, these are the web applications where you will not install into your computer. You will go into that, you will log in, and you will, whatever information you want, you will take the information and you will come out of that application. Next, about Facebook. For example, there are three persons. Right? Now this person is talking to this person is talking to this person, and again this person is talking to this person. How? In the form of chat. These three are chit-chatting in Facebook. How they are chit-chatting? Do you think that these three persons are using three same devices? No. How? What they are using? They are using, one person is using laptop. That means here Windows operating system is there in this laptop, and this person is using Android phone, right? That is mobile, and this person is using iPhone. Now these three persons are chit-chatting in same application in Facebook only, but what is happening there? This person is using laptop in Windows with the Windows operating system. He is chit-chatting with the other two persons, and this person is using Android phone and he is chit-chatting with these two persons, and this fellow, he is using iPhone and he is chit-chatting with these two persons. So now can you, but what, on which application he is all the three are working in on Facebook. So this is the way where how web applications are taken into account. Like they can use whenever they want, however they want, at whatever time they want they can use. There is no time limit, no installation or download or whatever it is. So these applications are called web applications, and here installation is not necessary and here installation is compulsory. Now for example, here I will explain. So you till now you might have understood standalone and web applications. So standalone applications, like how do you know? Now for example, I will tell you, if you take C program, C language. Now this C language is creates the standalone applications. Now these applications are compatible. What is it? Compatible for only, this is second point, compatible for only single operating system, right? Single operating system. These standalone applications are compatible with single operating system. How? I'll explain now. For example, I said one computer. Now one computer is having Windows operating system. Now only this operating system works in that computer, and that system should have only one operating system. Then only these applications will work. For example, now MS Office is there here. Now this MS Office works only when Windows operating system is installed. Understood? Only when Windows operating system is installed, then only this MS Office works. This MS Office application also should be installed, but still this single operating system should be present in the computer. So this is called compatibility. And here what's happening, already I have explained here that compatibility. Here no need of any operating systems. So like this, different operating systems and different applications through different phone. One is laptop, and one is iPhone. You can work with that. So this is the difference between these two, right? This compatibility and non-compatibility, right? And next is, I'll be explaining about the programs. Okay, I think you have understood the types of applications which are created or developed by the programmers using C language are standalone applications and web applications, right? So you have understood standalone applications should be installed and web applications need not be installed. Now I will explain about the languages. C language, whether it is platform dependent or not. Now here what I mean to explain here is computer languages. We have C language, C++, Java, .NET, right, PHP. All these are called programming languages. Now these programming languages should have compulsory, they should have concerned platforms. For example, I'll tell you, C and C++ are platform dependent. What is it? Platform dependent. Why it is called platform dependent? Okay, because what is platform dependent? Now these two languages should have compulsory one operating system, and these two languages should be installed. Or these two languages, suppose if you want to work on C language, if you want to use a C language, you have to compulsory install into that software, should be installed into your computer. Then only that C language you can work on C language. If you don't have installed software, C software into the computer, you cannot do the programs, right? So that's why C and C++ are platform dependent, and it should be because of if it is installed only you can work on it, otherwise that way you cannot work on it, right? Now, and one more thing is compulsory operating system should be installed into the system, then only these two will work. So that's why it is called as platform dependent, right? Now sorry, next is Java, .NET, PHP. These three are platform independent. What is this platform independent? Here I said these two should be installed into the system. That means that particular concerned software should be installed into the system. Here these three softwares, no need of installation. That means they don't have any platform they don't have any platform. That means no software is needed. Directly you can work on the in the system. No need of any platform. Okay. Now you have understood this is platform and this is platform independent. Now I will explain about C and C++. Now C and C++ will with these softwares you can create standalone applications. Standalone applications you can create. What are standalone applications? Already we have discussed before this. Browser, MS Office, operating systems. Okay, like that these are standalone applications. So with the C and C++ languages, programming languages, you can create standalone applications. And with Java, .NET and PHP, many are there. I am taking only these examples, and here you can create both standalone and web applications. So what is happening here? These three softwares or programming languages are used to create standalone applications and as well as web applications. Remaining in the sense the others which are there, remaining many are there. Okay, those applications, sorry, those softwares are used for the creation of I'll write Apple. Other softwares, like other softwares or programming languages are used for creation of systems, like applications for the systems like banking system, and which is also called as payroll system, right? And next is insurance system, right? Other applications, other programming languages or programming softwares can be used to develop banking systems, insurance systems, railway systems. All those things you can create. And this C and C languages, C and C++ are used to create embedded applications. Embedded applications by C and C++. These are used, C softwares are used to create embedded applications. What are these embedded applications? These two are enterprise applications. Okay, I will write here enterprise applications. Okay, and embedded applications are those applications which are embedded into the devices. For example, electronic device, any electronic device, whether it is a phone or cell phones or freezer, that is refrigerator, right? And one more thing is washing machine. Okay, and even I'm just taking some examples, ATM machine. Okay, so the softwares which are kept inside these devices are the embedded applications, and these embedded applications are created by C, C++ softwares, programming languages. And I hope you have understood this part 2 introduction. With this I'll complete the introduction, and next will be, I will be explaining just a little small video I will do on history of the C language, how C language has come, how many scientists have developed it, at last how C language has become a popular language, and why it is easy. All those things I will be explaining in the history of the C language. Okay, now before that, please, I would like to say that if you are newly watching this video, or if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, like the video, and share to your friends. Okay, then we'll meet with another video. Okay, then bye. Thank you.